guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. If you hear wild children and dogs barking, that's because it is a rare Saturday that my husband and I made a deal. So I get some me time, he gets some him time, and it works out. So I'm going to get ready. It is Saturday, July 24th, 8:35 a.m. I am using the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Moisturizing Photo Edition Foundation in the shade Bamboo Beige. And this is the Sephora Flawless Flat Powder Brush, Precision number 120. Bamboo Beige, I don't know if that's a good match for me, but that's what we're going with today. This is more of a softer headed brush than I usually like for my foundation, but anyway, just kind of wanted to chat with you, get ready. Talk about Weight Watchers. So I think my last video, or at least second to last video, was about starting Weight Watchers. So I am now 2 weeks in, or 2.5 weeks I think it is, and I'm down about 11 pounds, 12 pounds. I wanted to talk about that. So it's going really well, obviously. Now I was artificially up, I think, for my starting weight than my usual. Just because the last 2 weeks before I started, I just kind of was like, let's go crazy, like enjoy, have fun. So I think I gained a couple of pounds that last week right before I started, knowing I was about to start Weight Watchers. We dined out, I just ate. I had an alcoholic beverage and dessert, or I had an appetizer and the entree and alcohol and a dessert. I just gained a couple pounds right before I started. So the 12 pounds in 2 weeks seems like a lot, or 11 pounds in 2 weeks, I think it was. Anyway, what I want to talk about is finding the balance, because I can stay within my points. If that lampshade is crooked, I swear I have been fiddling with it before I started. I cannot get it to be straight, so if it looks crooked to you, I'm sorry. Anyway, what was I going to say? Talk about balance, because I have found it really discouraging to only look at the scale. Because between yesterday and today, I gained 2 pounds. Now, did I actually gain 2 pounds? The answer is probably not. It's like I had pizza last night. So let me explain the way Weight Watchers works, if you aren't familiar. You get a certain number of points per day, and then you get this bank. Let's pretend it's money. This is the way I always think about it. So you get $16 a day to eat, but you can have $40 extra on the side. So if you don't use them every day, let's say you come in at 12, you can roll 4 over. And that means you're just eating a little less than you need to, because then on Friday, if you want to go have pizza and wings or whatever, or have a beer with your friends and go to the birthday party and have some cake or something, you get your weeklies. And so I ate very, very lightly, knowing yesterday we were going to my friend's daughter's birthday party and we were going to have pizza. And that was the dinner. I knew ahead of time, so I planned accordingly. I ate very light. This is the Complex Culture Concealer. You know what? I don't think I want to use this. This is in, I think this is Fair. It's going to be white on me. Let's not do that. Let's try the other one. What was the other new concealer I've been wanting to try in here? I don't know where it is. I guess we'll just go with the basics here. I've never liked this. I'm going to try it again. The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in Vanilla, shade Light 2. Anyway, but I had planned to have 1 slice of pizza with salad, and the girlfriend that the one that's hosting the party, she's the one who's doing Weight Watchers with me. So I knew she was thinking of me. She's like, I have this light dressing you can have, and this is this many points per tablespoon of dressing, and you can have, she's looking out for me. I knew I wasn't gonna just be stuck with Doritos and pizza, but I had 2 slices of cheese pizza and salad with the light dressing, and I went up 2 pounds yesterday. And what I want to talk about the balance thing is, it's easy to be discouraged by that. It's really easy. I'm going to take my foundation. I did take it kind of down my neck because this is a little too light for me, I think, but I'm going to pat it on my lips because I'm going to do a very light lip shade today, I think. So I want to make sure my lips aren't like too dark, naturally pink, you know? And it's so easy to be distracted by that gain and to be discouraged and to be like, well, that sucked, and, you know, like just want to give up. But one thing I have found that helps me is to, one, keep in mind the bigger picture, right? Hey man, 12 pounds in 2 weeks, that's amazing. Or 10 pounds or whatever it is. Like, that's awesome. So you should be really proud of yourself. This is fuzzy lipstick. Fuzzy, not a word I want to use in combination with my lipstick, so let's not. Let's not do that. Let's see. Okay, because I think this is hilarious. This is Marc Jacobs New Nudes Sheer Lip Gel in the shade 150. Eat cake. That's funny. Anyway, you have to keep in mind that overall you're still down a bunch of weight. You have to keep in mind that those weekly points exist for scenarios like yesterday when I wanted to eat a little, you know, a little bit more. I wanted to save up all week for that. So I knew, I planned ahead. I stuck to my plan. I didn't stray. I wasn't weakness or prone to giving in. It isn't a reflection of poor choices or poor planning or poor anything. So the big picture, you keep that in mind. This is the Bobbi Brown sparkly, like clear lip gloss. I just wanted a little oomph. But also take pictures, take measurements with your, you know, tape measure. You also want to make sure that you're looking at your clothes and how they fit. So what I did was I tried on a pair of jeans that they have buttoned. They do button, but they look like not good, right? And so I purposely tried those on yesterday, and, you know, to remind myself, look, these jeans button now, and they've always buttoned, but look you could like almost wear them out, like you're like really close. These are the jeans, I think we all have a pair like this, where we just kind of like, those are the like one size smaller than what you've been wearing, where you're like, I just need to lose like 10 pounds. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in light. But anyway, so we like want to, I think I can get in those pretty soon, but I just wanted to remind myself, you know, that these are better. They fit better than they did 2 weeks ago. Like, you're doing a good thing. You are making progress. Like, so this morning when I got on the scale and I saw I was up 2 pounds, I almost cried. But it was like, I have to take a step back. And this is a reminder for everybody that, like, progress over perfection. And I didn't fail. This isn't like, it's over, give up. This is the way Weight Watchers is designed. That over this week, so I'm midweek, like my weigh-ins are on Tuesdays, it's Saturday. If I'm good Saturday, Sunday, Monday, by Tuesday, my overall weight for the week will still be down. So I'm trying not to get down on myself. I'm trying to remind myself that it's okay. Like, everything is fine. You did a good job. Don't beat yourself up. So if you needed a little pep talk, remember that. Like, when I go back a month and I look back at, you know, after 1 month of being on the program and look back at my starting weight, I will still be happy. So we're planning on eating out tonight. That's why I'm getting ready. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Illuminating Blush in I Am Nuts About You 010. It's really pretty. Very affordable too. If you haven't tried Catrice, I would say this is under $5. It's like Wet n Wild prices. Anyway, so I'm struggling to wrap my mind around that. Like, in theory, on the surface, I totally understand this process. And I've done this. I have lost 80 pounds before. I've lost like 60 pounds before. I've lost 40 pounds before. I mean, I always gain it back. Let's just be real. But I do know how the weight loss process works. And so it's not like this is new to me. All it is to me is like kind of a reminder. I'm getting my highlighter for you. Ooh, that one is too fluffy. Ooh, I know what I want to use. Sorry, Hourglass ambient lighting palette. I may just kind of go into this and swirl all around. This was probably 5 years ago that I bought this. And I just remembered how much I love it. So, oh, yes. It's like a subtle, very subtle glow. Anyway, so I have to remember, not just overall, it's not just measurements, it's not just pictures, it's not just trying on your clothes. I have other markers, and if you watched my Before I'm Starting Weight Watchers video, you'll know that I'm gonna take just a very small brush, whatever I can find in here that doesn't look too dirty, and I'm gonna do, this is fine, the lightest shade in here, and I'm gonna put that under my brow bone, just to like lift the brow a little bit. One other thing that I've really noticed is I can wear my wedding ring 24/7 now. And why that's amazing is I have been taking my wedding ring off as I sleep every night for months because I was so bloated, so swollen, and in the mornings when I would wake up with my wedding ring on, my fingers, I could barely get my ring off. And at one time I actually got so scared, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get this off, and I was like, you know, that I could not get my ring off, and I panicked. So it's still, I just took it off. It's still tight, as you can see. Like, I mean, I'm clearly, you know, it's definitely tight on me. But it's 8:30 in the morning, and I can wear my ring all night now, and I'm not worried about it falling off or cutting off my circulation, if you will. So I'm relieved about that. Let's see, I gotta find, I need something for my brows. This is the Sephora brand Tinted Brow Freeze, and the shade, I do not remember. It's like, oh, it's shade 3, medium. If I remember correctly, and I think I do, this one is very gray toned. Sorry y'all, I should have been prepared, but this is not sharpened, so I can't use it. Just a flat nub now. I should leave this out so I remember to sharpen it, because I don't remember what sharpener is. Let's use a different brow product, shall we? I never thought I would say this, but I'm actually running out of makeup products because I haven't been buying for like 3 years. Since we moved into this house, I hardly spend any money. Like, I'm not rouge, I'm not anything. So my brows are kind of fair, if you can't tell. I'm trying to give them a little bit here. Anyway, so my wedding ring I can wear all the time, and that's amazing. This is the Cella brand Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Color. Taupe, huh? All right, well, that's fine. Taupe. I need to use a different mirror because using that is just really hard for me to see. Anyway, and then another thing is that I noticed, and my husband actually noticed it too. He didn't say anything at first, but that he and I can like get closer together and hug, or like we're not as far apart because my stomach's not sticking out as far. And he's lost a few pounds too. I think he's down 2 pounds in 2 weeks, which is still really good. He doesn't have as much to lose as I do. He's not like on the program. He's just kind of losing weight by me cooking healthier and him himself just being more mindful, but he's not like on the program. Anyway, so it's just kind of another thing that I've noticed. You know, we can get a little closer. My stomach's not sticking out as far, as evidenced by the 4 inches that I've lost in my waist in 2 weeks. 4 inches, I was like, that can't be right, but like I have a witness. Like it's less, it's 4 inches less. And I think it's just because I was so bloated. I was like retaining so much salt that I was eating, and it was just not good. So that was like immediate. But it's, you know, I haven't noticed it in other ways. It's only been 2 weeks. I didn't gain all that weight in 2 weeks. It took me 2 years. So, you know, if it takes me more time to get it done, that's okay. I would rather do it slowly, at least a little slow, if it like gives me a better chance of keeping it off. And this time around, my goal weight is not You know, I'm 5'2". My goal weight is not like 110 or 120 or whatever they Weight Watchers says that I should be, like 135. Like, that's funny. I haven't been that since I was in like elementary school. So those aren't my natural like low weights. You know, I'm being way more, I won't say lenient, but realistic about not just what weight can I get to, because I'm not the kind of person who's going to work out 7 days a week. I'm not going to the gym. I'm just not. So with that, I have to kind of give myself that, you know, window of what is acceptable. And I think any like physician would be like, that's still a little higher than I would like to see you at 5'2". This is the Morphe 24G Glam Palette. I never reached for this. I got it on my baby moon. It's really pretty though. I hope you can see it. Anyway, I guess I'll just do a little bit of the light tan and the warm brown and just see what happens. I'm just gonna pat out some of that concealer. I did put my concealer or foundation on my eyes, so making sure it's not creasing. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just trying to like kind of remind myself, you know, okay, you lost weight, you can get closer to your husband, like, and I don't know how else to put this, but I feel lighter. I feel smaller. I feel more confident when I look in the mirror, because I noticed the other day, I took a picture with my daughter, and it wasn't to look how skinny I am. It wasn't like in my sports bra, looking in the mirror, sucking in, seeing how small I look. It wasn't one of those. It was a picture, my daughter being a goofball, and I took a selfie, and I was like, dude, I don't see my chin. Like, my neck looks thinner. Like, collarbones. Like, you know, that wasn't the reason I was posing or taking a picture. So it made me really happy that after even just 2 weeks, I could already tell that my efforts were paying off. So if you need a little bit of encouragement, I encourage you, if you're trying to lose weight or whatever, give it a couple weeks. I'm not saying you're gonna lose 50 pounds, but even 5, I am starting to tell, like, how do I put it? Before I started this, no matter what angle I took the picture from, I felt like I had my own version, my fat face. Like, no matter which way I took it, I always had like, you know, like fat face, no matter where. I used to, when I was like a little bit smaller, I had good angles, right? Like if you sat like this and you were like right up with your head up and it was just like the perfect angle, I wouldn't have a double chin and I could look like thin or whatever. But 3 weeks ago, no matter what angle I took it, I didn't like the way I looked in the picture. Like there was no good angle. There was no simple like positioning thing where I could say, okay, now I look good. Like there wasn't one. So I'm starting to see it in photos and I'm excited because, you know, what I needed to see today was that scale to go down. And when I didn't, I had a fallback plan of what am I gonna do for my mental health? Because this shit is hard. It's hard. Going to that birthday party and watching my kids eat cupcakes and not eating one, that sucked. Anyway, I'm just gonna take some of these lighter shimmery shades and put those on the lid. Do I want shimmer though? Nah, I did a light color on the lips. Maybe I should do, I don't know what this color, ooh, it's bronzy. That's pretty. I'll get a little closer so you guys can see the eyes. This is just like a warm, shimmery goldish brown color. I think that's pretty. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just trying to remind myself that you didn't stray from the plan. You had a plan, you stuck to it, you did a good job. Yes, the scale went up. That's built into the plan. Overall, when you look back a month, it's still gonna be good. Hey, your measurements are down, it's okay. Like, I need that for my mental health because when it's so hard to lose weight as it is, you feel like, I'm like yesterday for lunch, knowing that I was gonna have a heavy dinner, like pizza and stuff. I had 2 hard-boiled eggs with like carrot sticks and a nectarine. Like that was my lunch. And I was like, this is not a lunch, this is a snack. Like, you know, previously that would never have satisfied me as a lunch. But I was like, no, this is good because at 4 p.m. you're gonna go and you're gonna have a big dinner, so like just let it go. This is good. And so I was discouraged, but I'm just trying to give myself the pep talk. And like I said, if it helps anyone else perk up after a bad night, a bad day. And the other thing that other people do is they don't weigh every day, or they certainly don't weigh when they know that the scale is going to make them sad, right? They're like, you know what? I'm going to get back on today. I'm going to try harder. I'm going to get back on, and then I'll weigh in 2 days. Like, let the dust settle, if you will. I think this is too orange, too red. So I'm going to just make this eye look the same, and then maybe I'll add some cooler tones to it to kind of diffuse that. Here's my blending brush first. Let's blend out the edges. Yeah, I was just hoping that because I ate so lightly during the day before leading up to the party that maybe it wouldn't hit me, but it sure hurt. And I almost had a meltdown this morning. So I just wanted you guys to know that too, because sometimes you see people, like if you see me 6 months from now and I've lost 50 pounds or something crazy, and you're like, dang, she had it so easy. I just, I'm documenting that it wasn't, and it isn't, and it won't ever be. And you're gonna have days. There'll be days like this, my mama said. Where's that from? Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this, my mama said. You know what that is? I don't remember what that is. It's like an oldies song. I like that better. Like I kept the orange peeking out from behind there. I'll blend it, but you see how that kind of toned down the red? I'm playing. When I have a palette, I don't always have a plan. I just kind of see what looks good, and I add to it, remove it, whatever. Anyway, so that's the Weight Watchers update. Another update is my 4-year-old is starting school on Monday. So 2 days ago, on Thursday, we went to meet the teacher. She seems very nice. Back to my blending brush. My 4-year-old has not been with other kids much, like in her entire life. So she was very shy. When the teacher asked her a question, she whispered the answer. She answered it, but the teacher was like, what? What was that? Like, she'll get there. She's just very shy. I'm going to go back in with that lid shade and kind of brighten it a little bit. Yeah, I think that helped. So I'm sure she wouldn't play with the other kids. Like I think there were 3 or 4 other kids at the Meet the Teacher at the same time as us. It's kind of open, you just show up and walk around or whatever. And she wouldn't go over and play with those 3 kids that were all playing in like the fake kitchen in the preschool room. She wouldn't go over there. And so my husband, went over there with her, and then he like put her down on the ground, and he was like, okay, go play. And she was like, it's like awkward. So I know there will definitely be an adjustment period here, but it's going to be so good for her. They are providing all the students with free lunch this year, which is awesome, but she doesn't eat like half of the food that they're saying is like the menu. Like, she doesn't eat these things. So I'm just gonna pretend that she does. They are doing 2 snacks a day, and it says every day they include, what did it say? Seasonal vegetables and fresh fruit with lunch. So I know she likes veggies and fruit, of course, like mixed vegetables. I don't know what they're gonna give her. And then snack time might be something like carrot sticks or pretzels or whatever, and she likes those as well. So this is Max Costa Riche, like brown liner. I didn't do the whole eye, if you notice. I just did it to like the halfway point. So yeah, I'm not going to send her with a lunch. And I'm hoping, tell me if this has worked out for your kids, but picky eaters, that she'll just learn to like it, or she'll ignore the food on her plate that she doesn't like and tell me, hey, I didn't like the food, can you give me something to bring? Or when she gets in the car, when we pick her up, we'll just be like, okay, we'll have a snack when we pick you up if you didn't like your lunch. I don't know, like I don't want to be too accommodating, because I feel like that in itself is a reason that kids don't eat a lot of variety of foods. And that's like partially my fault for being so accommodating, right? Like this is Essence False Lash Effect. What is it, Lash Princess? I think this one is done. I had this isolated in another area, not in my drawer. And I think I see why. See how it's like not that fluffy, if you will? Yeah, this one is dead. I'll find a new one. Anyway, so has it worked for you where your kid has seen other kids eating and then they eat foods that they don't normally eat because other kids are eating it? Like kind of peer pressure, but it's like not, they don't even know it's happening. They just, another kid is eating a turkey and cheese sandwich. My kids don't eat lunch meat. Like they won't eat a deli sandwich. They won't eat, like they'll eat the bread, they'll eat the cheese, but they don't eat deli meat. Like they like meat. They like meatballs and hot dogs and chicken tenders and stuff, but Daisy will eat like bacon or sausage like for breakfast foods. But anyway, have your kids ever been like that where they're influenced by what other kids around them are doing, so they just like open up their minds to other things? Because if I put a deli turkey sandwich in front of her at our table, she'll be like, where's the real food? Like, when's lunch? Like, what is this crap? Like, this is garbage. So I was just wondering if that has ever been a thing for you guys and your kids. Well, let me know down below. New mom here, I feel like. Okay, where's like the good stuff? I want good mascara. That was like not good. I'll show you what I mean. How exciting. Brand new tube of mascara. I ordered a 3-pack off Amazon. If you haven't tried the Essence ones, I really recommend them. If you didn't like the False Lash Effect, they also make the purple one, the Lash Princess one. They also make a blue waterproof one that I don't like as much. They make a curling one, a thickening one, a volumizing one. Try Essence because they're $4.99. Okay, so this is a brand new tube. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see the magic happen. Ready? So this is one coat of that mascara, but like an old tube. If you need a little oomph in your makeup game, like you just kind of feel underwhelmed or you don't feel that pretty. I know, you know what I mean, right? Like you just need a little pick-me-up. Open up a new tube of mascara and spend some time working on it. And I think you'll be able to see the difference, hopefully. I'll give that a minute to dry and then I'll do another coat. But already they look fluffier, prettier. What else? So she's starting school, so it meant like back to school supply shopping. It meant, you know, making sure she was self-sufficient in some areas. So we've been kind of slowly working on that over the last couple of months, like being self-sufficient completely in the bathroom, like every single step of it. Like she's been potty trained, right? But like we've been in the bathroom with her to help her get her pants back on or to help her wash her hands properly. Or, I mean, we've even been working on her just learning to brush her teeth herself, not because that's for school, but just general being able to put her own shoes on and off and being able to change into a swimsuit because like they do water days at school and the kids need to be able to dress themselves. Okay, see that? Oof, oh my gosh, I'm glad I got that on camera. That was pretty cute there. So, the biggest tip for when you get mascara, whether it's like up on your eyebrow or if you're an idiot like me, is to let it dry. Because if you let it dry, it's really easy to remove. If I go and swipe it right now, I can't get over it. It looks like my nose is like downturned. It smears and then it will ruin way more of your makeup, more touch-up process. So, gonna let it dry against what you usually think, like I spilled it, I gotta hurry and fix it. Just let it dry. I'm telling you, it'll be nothing to clean up if you let it dry. It's just like flakes off almost. So I'm gonna go in with another coat. I just want you guys to like really see the lashes. So I'm gonna do another coat from above. I know that's like not what you hear people talk about, but that is how I've always done my mascara. Okay, now when I go from, so they're like very low now, but when I go from below, I'm pushing them back up. Looks like I may have gone a little overboard. I'm gonna have to use the lash separator once they're dry. I'm telling you, I'll get like really fluffy lashes. Okay, what else do I have to tell you? Oh yeah, so I got like little bracelets, and I made a really cute gift for Daisy to open on the morning of school that says like, here are 2 bracelets, one for you, one big, one small. I'll wear one, you wear one too, so you think of me when you're at school, something like that. So you'll wear them when you work and laugh and play, so that my heart will be with you even when you're away, or something like that. So I got those. I'm gonna give it to her on the first day of school. I got the little chalkboard thingy where you write down like my first day of pre-K, and you like take a picture by the front door, you know. So I got one of those boards, and I had to fill that out. When we were at Meet the Teacher, she got her first homework assignment, and that was to just fill out like this little pendant like thing, banner that they're gonna hang, and like, so she had to write her name and her favorite color and her birthday and what color her hair is, what color her eyes are, or whatever. So that eye looks pretty good. I'm gonna like do a little bit of lash separating with a tool, but it's pretty good. See what I mean? Like I just need a little bit of separation here. All right, so I think the part under my nose is dry now. And I want a stiff brush. Let's see. Like that was nothing. Nothing. And then I'm just going to take my foundation brush that I used a few minutes ago. Hopefully it still has some product on it. Where is that? Oh, I put it back. Nothing. Perfect. Might as well clean up that concealer. Anyway, so I'm going to separate my lashes and powder and do some setting spray. I'll be right back. Okay, so I tied back my hair. Anyway, I was going to separate my lashes, and I thought, I don't know if I've ever shown them this tool. This is a lash separator from Amazon. I think it was about $5. Could have been $8, $4, something like that. But all you do, let me show it to you. Of course, mine is dirty. Just ignore that. But it's like a little comb for your lashes. So it's shaped, it's curved, so that you can put it at the lash line and then you brush out. I don't know if you can tell a difference, but you just kind of wiggle it through, and it helps to remove excess, to remove the clumps. I just kind of give it a little oof, you know, make sure it's not gunked up, and then I wash it when I wash my brushes. But yeah, you just can brush through your lashes. And what I like too is it has these little prongs on the ends that are a little bit longer than the rest. And that's actually good because you don't poke yourself in the eye. It's kind of like having a camera, a sensor on your car that goes beep, 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 beep when you're about to cross over the lines, or when you cross over. That's what those are. Those are like, you better not be putting that in your eyeballs. So they're kind of curved. So the ones on the ends are like a curved, and then the other ones are straight, more like a needle, but not that sharp. Like I can fully push my hand on it. It's not like painful, but anyway. But yeah, I like this tool. I think this is a good investment because once in a while I do get a little heavy-handed with the mascara. I do wait until it is dry so it doesn't stick to this tool, by the way. Like if you do 3 coats. It is a little bit clumpier today just because I used the old one and then I did 2 coats with the new mascara, but yeah, this tool is really good at that. And then I just kind of make sure they're pushed upwards. If I wanted to curl them, I definitely could, but I'm not a habitual lash curler. So anyway, this is the, it's my mirror. I don't know if you guys could see that. If it's blinding you, let me close it up. But yeah, so I'm wearing a fake hairpiece. You guys will have to tell me, do you wear these? Am I crazy? I just feel like my hair's on its, I think it's day 3 hair. And I was going to style it for going out to dinner tonight, but if you can't tell, it's raining. And I was like, well, I don't want to apply heat, and it's day 3 hair anyway. And I wasn't about to wash it, so I'm going to wash it tonight for tomorrow's festivities, if you will. So I was like, I need to do something, but it's kind of greasy, and I didn't want to like do dry shampoos. I only have a little bit left. I'm trying to save it for like when I really need it. But anyway, so I put my hair back, parted it in the middle in a ponytail / bun, and then I use this fake hair piece, which I don't know how bad it looks. You'll have to tell me, but is it like terrible? The shirt is like crazy sleeved, but yeah. I mean, these are like my real hairs, and I can kind of like mess it up, but essentially that's what I'm working with. I mean, the color match isn't like perfect, but I also think it looks really cute up high in a messy bun. It just, well, I guess I'll take it off so you guys can see what it is. It's a hair tie, like with a loop in the middle that I can wear my, yeah. So you could like put your hair in a messy bun, like way up high, and then tie it with this if you wanted to, and it would like give you a little curly updo. But I feel like that is a little bit more noticeable that it's fake because my roots are really dark right now. So I like it in a kind of a low messy bun, or just kind of intentionally leave the ends out of my little bun here. And then I'll like wrap it around a few times. I'll just kind of like make it real messy. I don't know if that works, but that's what we're working with today. Anyway, so that is it. That's my long-winded get ready with me chit chat life update. We talked about Weight Watchers, talked about starting pre-K, picky eaters. Yeah. And what else did I do to get ready for school? I got her lunchbox, got her the very specific school supplies, the water bottle that has to be 32 ounces, which I thought was really big for a 4-year-old, but whatever. Signing up for like the school district's emails and the teacher's private Facebook group, and opting into the media so that they can take pictures of her if they want, and like signing all the stuff, getting the shot record, getting all the documents, her birth certificate, you know, my info. Oh, I did chip a tooth recently, eating broccoli. Yes, broccoli. So I got it fixed. You can't tell. You never would know, but it's front one. I just got that done on Thursday. Daisy had her first dentist appointment when I went too. And she was so good. She loved it. She was giggling. They were fixing my tooth in like the next room over, and she was happy, and I heard laughing. And then they kind of have like partition walls, but they're not like separate doors. So the dentist was working on me, and I said, how's it going over there? And the dental hygienist gave a thumbs up. So she said that she was really good. She got to pick out a toy from the treasure chest. And this is like an adult patient dentist. We did take her to a pediatric dentist, so I wasn't sure how that was going to go, but it went really well. A few days before that, on Monday, we took her to get her first haircut from a professional. So that was really cute. And she got to like bring her stuffed animal and sit with her, and they put a cape on her and a matching one on her stuffed animal. They washed her hair, cut it, styled it like in a really pretty Elsa braid. They like braided it from this side all the way back to this side and left the braid hanging down. They did sparkles and like little flower clips all in it, and then they paint her nails. I mean, it was expensive. It's 25 plus like tips. I paid 32, I think it was, for all of that, but like, she's 4 and this is the first time. What else? Oh, last weekend I took the girls through their very first car wash, and they thought that was just like amazing. I was like, who needs Disney when you can go to the car wash for like $7? And I'm good. Like, it was on the corner from my house. It was amazing. Other firsts we've had recently, I'm just trying to think like, you know, I've just been trying to like encourage Daisy to be more self-sufficient. So like the refrigerator water dispenser, it seems like such a basic thing, but I've never let her get her own drinks. Like, I just have never. I've always served her. She'll say, I'm thirsty, and I'll go get her a cup, or I bring her little sippy cup throughout the house. Now, at a 4-year-old level, like, I would let her drink out of an open-mouthed cup, but she has a 1-year-old little sister who dumps everything. Like, I can't have my cup on the ground. This is iced coffee that the ice is melted because I've been filming for like 35 minutes and haven't drank it. But anyway, so I can't even have my cup nearby because Eleanor will just come over and knock it over. So Daisy doesn't get to drink out of real cups because of her sister. And I'm like, you need to learn. Like, this is a life skill. Like, we need to work on these Montessori style things, like her being able to do things. So anyway, I gave her an open mouth cup and I let her use the refrigerator water dispenser for the first time. It seems stupid, but it was a big deal. And she did it and she was really proud of herself. She loves to help feed the dog, and like, she's learning to set the table, and I'm letting her fill the toilet paper dispensers in the bathroom. I'm letting her, just little things like that. Like, hey, wash your own hair, you know? So, yeah. I am very interested in that kind of stuff. I do watch, I think it's the Hapa family vlogs on YouTube, and I'm learning more about Montessori type stuff because I feel like we did ourselves a disservice with the 4-year-old who's now like going to school not having known how to do a lot of these things, but we have another chance with my 1-year-old. So I'm like, if we can teach her to do these things a little earlier in life, that would be great. So anyway, everybody thinks about, oh, the 4-year-old's gonna have a hard time adjusting to going to school, or you think mom's gonna cry when she drops her off. But one thing I hadn't thought about until just a couple days ago was her baby sister has never had a day without her sister, like ever. Like, they've been together every single day of their lives, whether they were with me or with grandma or with daddy or with other grandma. Like, they are always a package deal. I'm like, oh my gosh. So the little one, she's gonna have an adjustment period too. But I think it's gonna be good. So grandma's gonna be doing the drop-offs and the pickups, and she'll take the 1-year-old along with her to go to school to pick up her sister. The 1-year-old will get more one-on-one time. Oh, she's turning 2 in August, so I am starting the beginning phases of planning her birthday party. It's just gonna be in our backyard, probably water play or something, but I'm trying to plan the theme, whether I'm gonna do like dinosaurs, because she loves dinosaurs, but girly, like Pinky, or I don't know. I'm still thinking Minnie Mouse, maybe, puppies. She loves dogs. I just want it to fit with activities. I thought about doing like she's too wild and like the number 2 and doing like jungle animals, and that's kind of like cutesy. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any ideas, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.